feedback. Good. So expansion, right? In order to expand something, you multiply and you remove brackets, right? That is pretty simple, right? So factorization now is the opposite of expansion. So when you have factorization or factorize something, we're going to divide and form brackets. Good. So this is just a brief introduction as to what factorization is. Factorization is the opposite of expansion. So from this first piece here to the second piece here, we expand. If you was to go backwards now, from this here to go back to this piece here now, we're going to factorize. Good. So in order to be a master of factorization, we need to be a master of factors, understanding what a factor is, right? So I'm going to put some terms here. We're going to list the factors of them, right? So 10. What are the factors of 10? The factors of 10 are 2, 5, 10, and 1, right? A factor is any number that could divide, right? 10 equally without leaving a remainder, right? Good. All of these here could comfortably divide 10, right? And point to note, if any number, the first two factors you must think about is the number itself and 1, right? 1 is a factor of everything and the number itself. So if you have a term like, let me say 3 now, the factors of 3 is just 3 and 1, right? So we're going on again now. What are the factors of x? Right? The factors of x is 1 and x, right? Because we could say x divided by x is 1 and x over 1 is x. Good. What about x squared? What are the factors of x squared? Right? Well, x squared is a factor of x squared because x squared could divide x squared. Good. 1 could divide x squared. X could divide x squared and 1 could divide x squared. So you can be a little more technical here now. You could say, what is the factors of 9x squared? What are the factors of 9x squared? Well, anything that could divide 9x squared are the factors of 9x squared, right? Good. So there you go. Simplest term. 9x squared is a factor of 9x squared, right? 1 is a factor of 9x squared. 3 is a factor of 9x squared. 9 is a factor of 9x squared. X alone could be a factor as well. X squared could be a factor. And if you want to get a little more technical, we could say 3x is a factor. We could even say 9x is a factor. We could even say 3x squared is a factor. And well, again, basically that is it here. Which are factors we get here, right? So all these terms here are the factors of 9x squared, right? Let's pick a random one, 3x, right? So let me say 9x squared divided by 3x. Let me go ahead and do this division. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 9 is 3. X into x1, x into x squared is x. So the answer here is 3x. Good, because 3x multiplied by 3x is 9x squared, right? So all of these are the factors of 9x squared. Factors of 9x squared. So to be a master of factorization, we need to understand what is a factor, right? And not only a factor of numbers, factor of variable terms, letters, etc. as the case may be. So let's look at 6ab. What are the factors of 6ab? Well, anything that could divide us comfortably without leaving a remainder. So the first factor could be what? 6, right? 6a, 6b, ab, right? 6ab, 3a, 3, 3b, 3ab. So we can get the point, you know, right? All of these are the factors of 6ab. Let's pick a random one, ab. So 6ab divided by ab, this could divide comfortably, right? Good. Right, so we can get the idea of what a factor is, right? And we can see the factors of various numbers, various expressions, right, and various terms, right? So I want to let take down this here for me, right? Good. Take down this here, right? And I want to let us state for me. We'll give a little assignment here now one time, right? State the factors. State some of the factors of 25xy for me. State the factors of 25xy. Good. So you had this factorization, but before we go into these stuff up here and these stuff in blue here, we're just gonna have a little revision here of what a factor is, right? Good. We don't need to know the definition of a factor. Like one thing in maths, so don't test definitions in CSEC maths. So they won't actually define factorization or define this or define that. Maths is more about understanding, practicing. Once you understand the concept, practicing and learning new concepts from the old concepts on them. So in order to master this topic, you need to master factors, understanding what a factor is, right? And we clearly understand what a factor is here. Now we understand what a factor is. The next key thing here is to what? Identify the factors, right? We know what a factor is, and now we can identify the factors of various terms, various algebraic terms, right? Good. So by the time I'll write in there, I know some people is finished right a little faster, right? So let me call on somebody who's writing real fast. Right. Abiana here. Darian here. Darian, how many factors? So many factors are 25x here.
5xy.
5xy. Good.
5x. 5y.
Ah, 5y.
Y.
Right. Hold up. You hold up. Let me get somebody else know. By the time I'll write in, I think you could answer. Amina, you go ahead and tell me what factor here.
25xy.
25xy. Tell me next one.
25x.
25x. Tell me one more.
5x.
5x. Forward 5 alone.
Yes, 5 alone as well.
Right, and the list goes on and on. So we get the concept here, right? Good. You get the concept. You understand what a factor is, and we can identify factors of various terms, right? Nice. So now we do our next example on this idea because I have space up here, right? While other writing down. What are the factors of? Let me see something like 4a squared. I'm calling somebody to give me some here. Joshua, you give me the first two. Two factors of 4a squared.
4.
4.
4a squared.
4a squared. Right, that's good. Jamie, give me two more.
A.
A. Next one.
2a.
2a, excellent. Then watch again. Think outside the box. 1 is always a factor, right? Look, a squared could be a factor. 2a squared could even be a factor. Because watch, 4a squared could comfortably divide 2a squared. A squared cancel off with a squared. 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 4, 2. So the answer here is 2, right? Good. Nice. Good. So we get the concept down. We understand what a factor is and we can identify factors. So when you finish checking down this here, everything on this page here, just let me know so we could move on, right? Good. So this is basically, right, introducing the concept of factors, right? Introducing factors. Right? We know what a factor is and we're good to go. Introducing factors. The main heading here is, as we say, factorization. Right? We have done this idea, factorization. Right? And what is factorization actually? We got a little taste about that just now. Factorization is just the opposite of expansion. Right? And to factorize, we're going to divide and we're going to form brackets. Expand, you're going to multiply. For every time you see brackets, you multiply and you remove the brackets. Right? So we're going to do the opposite of that now. Right? This is a very key concept in mathematics. Factorization is actually the foundation of many other topics in maths. Right? Many other topics. Just like our substitution is the foundation of many other topics, factorization is the foundation of many topics in maths. Right? Right, you finish writing this? You good to go? Finish? Yeah, no? Right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Face say yes. Akira say yes. Scary, you finish?
Yes.
All right, cool. So we're going on again now, right? Good. So this is what is factorization now here, right? So let me go back now to what we had, right? So we have 3 open brackets a plus b. And we say now, here we're going to expand. Expansion, we're going to apply the expansion, right? Good. So we say this is 3a plus 3b. 3 multiplied by a and 3 multiplied by b, right? And in order to apply in order to do expansion, you just remove the brackets and multiply. So now forget about this now. We have this expression here now, right? 3a plus 3b. If we was to factorize this expression here, we need to factorize this now. So to factorize, we're going to do one thing. We're going to divide, and we're going to form brackets. But in order to do this, we must identify a common factor. So I want to look at these two terms here. Watch out this term here, and watch out this term here. What is the common factor in these two terms? What could comfortably divide both terms here? Right? If you look closely, you can see 3 could comfortably divide this first term and 3 could comfortably divide the second term. So the common factor here is, the common factor is 3. So once you identify a common factor now, right? Good, we could comfortably factorize this expression now, right? So all you do is, you put your factor outside, you form your brackets, and now we're going to divide. You see this key term here? Divide. What we're going to divide by? We're going to divide by a common factor. We're going to divide by 3. So you say 3a divided by 3 and 3b divided by 3. And when we divide, now we cancel off. 3 cancel off for 3, 3 cancel off for 3. So we have 3 open brackets, a plus b. So when we factorize this here, we end up with this here, right? And this is called factorization. And in order to factorize, you need to identify your common factor and divide and form brackets. That is how simple it is, right? Good. So go ahead and take the next example here, right? You can move on to the next one. I could do a next example here by the time we take it on now, right? Good. Or you could wait and take only 2 together. So next example here now, right? So we have 4x plus 8. Look at these two terms closely. What is the common factor here? What could divide here and what could divide here, right? We know 4 could divide here comfortably, 4 could divide here comfortably. So we say the common factor here is 4. So we could say now 4 open brackets 4x divided by 4 plus 8 divided by 4, right? Good. And we follow the rules. We find the common factor, we factorize out the common factor, and then we divide by it. So 4 into 4 cancels off. So we have 4 open brackets x plus 4 into 4 1, 4 into 8 is 2, x plus 2 here, right? Good. So this expression, when we factorize it, we get back here, right? Good. And this is called factorization. Factorization is pretty simple. And if you want now to do the opposite of factorization, you call this expansion, right? expansion. And how it is get back that term? 4 by x is 4x and 4 by 2 is 8. Good, simple. Take down this now, right? This is just a basic introduction to factorization. We're going to go a little more in depth later in class today, right? So we start off with some pretty simple ones, right? We're going to get a little more hard as we go along, right? But you need to understand a few things. Identify a common factor, right? Form your brackets and divide. Good. And when you identify that common factor, you need to put it outside the brackets, obviously, right? Good. So I put it outside my brackets here. So I put it outside my brackets, right? Much. Put my factor over here. Put my factor here. Factor 3 here. And factor 4 over here, right? Good. Nice. Good. Yeah. Right. Alright, so we finish writing this. Raise your hand so we could go on to some more challenging one, right? There are a few things to note as well when we're doing this topic, so make sure and be mindful, pay attention, understand, ask questions if you have to ask questions, right? Right, we still writing here, right? We did the second example now. Good. How far you reach? Faith?
I'm on the second example, sir.
Very good. Kabir, how far you reach?
I finished, sir.
Alright, cool. So by the time some people are still writing the second example, I'm going to write the third example here now, right? Good. Look at these two terms here, and we're going to factorize this here. Look at these two terms closely and identify what is your factor, your common factor. So you're looking at 5x and you're looking at 3x. Good. Okay, the next example side by side here, right? Right, so you're looking at the second example as well when you're done. Identify a factor here. Look for your common factor, right? Keyword is what? Common. Common factor. Not any factor you're looking at. You don't look at one term, you're looking for a common factor. When there's a common, you're comparing it with the next term and looking for the common factor, right? Good. Right, so you finish? Yeah?
Yes, I'm writing down in your examples. You
All right, now
just
don't
wrote
work
down.
it out yet. Let you work it out first and then you write it down, right? So go ahead, Faye. You tell me the first example here. What is the common factor there? What could divide this? What could divide this term? What could divide this term? Look closely.
X.
X. Excellent. So sometimes now, before these examples we do here, we factor was 3, we factor was 4, right? We factor always have to be a number. It could be a variable as well. So if x is the common factor, we're going to put x outside and we're going to divide by the common factor. So you see 5x over x and 3x over x. Cancel off, cancel off, cancel off, cancel off, right? So you get x open brackets 5 plus 3. And we know 5 plus 3 is 8, so this is x by 8, right? 8x, right? Good, but that's not important. What important is up until this step here, the factorizing process, right? Nice. So you do the next one for me now. Identify a factor here. What is the factor in these two terms here?
12 and 8.
Right. What is the common factor there? What could divide 12 and what could divide 8?
2.
Huh?
2.
2. Right. Good. Face said 2. 2 is not wrong, right? 2 could divide 12 and 2 could divide 8. So one important point when we doing this topic now is we must look for the highest common factor. So Faye, look again. Tell me if this is the highest common factor. 2 is the highest common factor. So now this question here bring out a key part now, right? Something key to look forward to, right? Good. What else could divide 12 and 8? Not 4. So we're going to use 4, right? 4 is the highest common factor. So 2 is not wrong, but when we factorization, you look for your highest common factor. You call it the HCF, highest common factor, right? And the highest common factor here is 4, so we're going to divide by 4 now. So we say 12x divided by 4 and minus 8y divided by 4. So now we say 4, open brackets, 4 into 4, 1, 4 into 12, 3, so we have 3x, 4 into 4, 1, 4 into 8, 2, minus 2y, right? And if you also expand back, basically you get 4 by 3 is 12x, and 4 by minus 2 is minus 8y, right? Good. So be careful here, right? Good. So look for your highest common factor, right? Nice. Go ahead. Take down these two examples now, right? All right, so we finish with this example. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Nice. So we're going to our next example here, right? So watch here. We have 3x squared plus, let me say, 9x, right? So who could tell me now? Amina, since you was unmuted all the time, right? But I mean, you know, answer it, right? You tell me now, what is the factor here? What is the common factor here? Look at these two terms and tell me the common factor here.
3.
3. Good. Remember, I say look for the highest common factor, right? So when you look at these two variable terms here, anything common here? Look good. You see in here, right? 3 is not wrong, eh? 3 is correct so far. But if you look here, x is also a factor, not so?
Yes.
Right, so we say 3x. Right? Some people might just say, okay, 3 is the factor, or some people might just say x is the factor, but no, you look for the highest common factor. So sometimes the factor might be a number, sometimes it might just be a letter, sometimes it will be a combination of a number and a letter. So you need to be careful, right? So you go ahead and divide here now. 3x squared divided by 3x plus 9x divided by 3x. So you cancel off here. X squared divided by x. Just remember, x squared is x multiplied by x. And when that divided by x, one of the x going to cancel off, so you just get x, right? So we just get x here, right? And 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 9 is 3. X cancels off totally here. So x plus 3 is the answer here, right? So when you factorize this expression, we get 3x, open brackets, x plus 3. So when you go to multiply back this now, 3 by x is 3x squared. You go back this term here. And 3x by 3 is 9x. So you go back everything here, right? Everything will go nice and easy, right? Nice. So go ahead, take down this example, right? Good. So this one is a very important example. This one telling you that not only numbers can be factors, or not only letters can be factors, a combination of both numbers and letters, right? Nice. And we're going on to the next one here now. Right. So we have two here to try. Right, go ahead and try these two when you're done. Take on this example. Be mindful, I'm going to give all you a hint. In both these two examples, the factor is going to be a combination of a number and a letter, right? Good. When you get your highest common factor, put it outside the brackets here like we did here, right? Form your brackets, divide, and cancel off as the case may be, right? Yeah. All right, for you, scroll up or scroll down?
Down, so when you wrote the new examples.
All right, cool. Yeah, you see them now?
No.
Huh?
Okay, yeah, I'm now seeing it.
All right, cool. Right, who gonna help with the first example, you know? Have you see Carrie, that's my first example.
So the factor of 6 and 4 is 2ab.
2, say it again.
2 and an ab.
Right, good. So you tell me 2 is a factor here because 2 could divide 6 and 2 could divide 4, right? Correct. Right. Then you tell me AB, right? Good. I see an A could divide here, A could divide here, right? B could divide here, but it have nothing to divide B with over here. You understand?
Yeah, so 2a.
Right, good. So 2A, right? Nice. Good. If it is a 2AB, it have nothing to divide with B over here, understood, right? Good. So good work so far. So let's go ahead and divide this now. So it's a 6AB divided by 2A and 4A squared divided by 2A, right? And now we could comfortably divide. The purpose again, the highest common factor, right, is so that they wouldn't gonna remain and stuff. Everything will cancel off flush, right? So there you go. A cancel off with A here. 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 6, 3. So we get 3B plus 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 4, 2. A into A squared is just A, right? So we have 2A, open brackets, 3B plus 2A. Who wants to help me the next one? I see somebody in chat here. Akira, you want to help me the next one? See you volunteer.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead. Second one.
Okay, so the common multiple is 2.
Aha, full stop right there. Multiple is when I said you
No,
want
not multiple. That's common factor. Sorry.
multiple means
Sorry.
multiply, right?
Right. Yes. Yes.
Good.
Correct.
Factors,
Sorry.
divide, right? Nice. Right.
Okay, so it's 2 plus 2 and 10. You get 2y.
Right. Why?
And
Why?
then
What about
yeah,
X?
2y. No, because I don't have
Because
any.
nothing could divide by X here, right?
Yeah.
Everything could divide by X here. So you said 2y.
Yeah.
Right? So be careful with the factors. So you said 2xy divided by y, 2y, and 10y
Plus.
squared divided by 2y. Point to note here. Some people just forget to divide by the factor. You see, whatever the factor is here, you need to divide by that here and here. The same factor dividing both terms, right? Good? Nice, go ahead.
So now you cross here. You can cross off your 2 your y's. And well, 2 into 2 is 1. You'll get x. And then 2 into 10 is 5. And y, you cross off one of the y. So you will remain with 5y.
5y, good. Not bad at all, right? Nice. So we understand the concept factorization, right? Now we did these 2 questions here. So we're going back a little bit up here and have a little exercise for you to do here, right? Good. We're going to move on from this now, right? Once we move on from this, we're going to go a stage further, right? But before we go a stage further, we're going to factorize these questions here. Let's now do these 2 here, right? Good. The others we're going to do them now. So you're going to call this number 1. You have number 2 here. You have number 3 here. Number 4. We're calling this one here number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. We have 10 questions to do here. Right? And we have 5 minutes to do these questions, right? 5 minutes. Good? Good. First one is 5x plus 5y. Second one is 9a minus 12b. Be careful, right? Look for your common factor. Most of the time, the factors is a number, but sometimes it could be a letter alone. Sometimes it could be a combination of a number and a letter, right? So be careful of that. Especially the last 4, you're going to get a combination of a number and a letter, right? Good. Right, so I have some volunteers to do these questions as well. Going to any meeting now, we're going to rejoin and continue with this exercise, right? Rejoin with the same link, right?